Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna briefly mention about fuel cost of airline companies. As it's known well, fuel and its cost percentage very high out of total operating expenses for airline companies. Therefore, to understand more differences between fuel cost of full service carrier and low cost carrier types of airline, we will compare three airline companies. One of them is full service carrier and two others are low cost carrier. As you can see, there are three different airline companies and three names. In my university lecture, I'm responsible from Delta Airlines, and my group friends Yağmur and Büşra are responsible from Southwest Airline and WestJet Airline. My airline company Delta Airline is full service carrier. Southwest and WestJet Airline is an example of low cost carrier of airline industry. So let's continue with the graphs in order to understand better. There are three graphs of three different airline companies. These graphs includes only fuel costs and other operating expenses for each airline company. I didn't prefer add more variable in order to avoid confusion. Then let's get started to interpret them. Delta Airline, the full service carrier one, in this example, has 36% of fuel cost out of total operating expenses, 37% for Southwest and 57% for WestJet Airline. Although both Southwest and WestJet Airlines are a low-cost carrier, there are huge difference between the number of fuel costs. The reason of the fact that WestJet made fuel hedging to set fuel price at a point and decrease cost of fuel. So we are going to compare Delta and Southwest in order to understand how full service carrier and low cost carrier airline companies allocate money for fuel. Low cost carriers' main aim is to reduce every single cost in total cost. However, fuel is something that they are not be able to impact directly. Therefore, the percentage of fuel costs is higher than other operating expenses. On the other hand, for full service carriers, decreasing costs is not primary issue. They try to feel comfortable their customer. Thus, other operating expenses of Delta Airline is higher than fuel. We may understand the difference between low-cost carrier and full-service carrier in terms of fuel costs. And that's all for this video. Thanks for listening. You may see the references also.